I really didn't watch Friends. I'll be honest, but my wife did, and she loved that show. And part of when I was going to go there, she goes, "I'm going." Right. And if you know my wife, what she says she's doing because I have no control. Ask Josh.
Miss McCarthy.
But I told her, I said, maybe it would be better if you don't go, because maybe you'll go there and you won't like these people, and then it's going to wreck the show for you, a show that you like. And yeah, she goes, yeah, no, I'm going. So, the first day I went there, it was all rehearsal stuff and setting up the fight and whatever they wanted to do and stuff. And the second day was all shooting. And it was funny because I'll explain the Courtney Cox thing. This is going to get me in trouble probably.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
I had to explain fighting to Courtney Cox, and then on the day of the actual shooting, they actually put me into the hair and makeup thing, and Courtney Cox was in there having her hair and makeup, and the guy who was the director of the show was a guy named Robbie Benson, who he was a child star, was in all kinds of stuff like that. Really nice guy. And most of the people on their cast, Jennifer Aniston, she was a sweetheart. Lisa Kudrow was a really nice person. Schwimmer was a nice guy. Matt LeBlanc. The two that were not the nicest people in the world was Courtney wasn't that nice. And I'm sure she's a wonderful human being now. Yeah. But the other one was the guy that played Chandler or whatever, Matthew Perry. He was a drug addict. You could tell he was on stuff. So he did some stuff that I looked at him and I thought, you're just a jerk. But that was then. I'm sure he's a wonderful human being now. But I got into a kind of thing with Courtney Cox in that makeup thing, and that the director's assistant came in and basically put on this thing of telling her, Mrs. Cox, Mr. Benson wants to work through lunch, and I've taken it upon myself to order you grilled chicken with pasta and vegetables and things like that. And I'm not going to go into what she said, but it wasn't really nice to him. That she said that it was her time, that she wanted to go to the commissary, and if that's what she wanted to do, that's what she was going to do. And he was trying to, tell her, well, but Mr. Benson wants to do this. She basically gave him this whole thing about, if I want to stand out on Barham Boulevard and pick my nose, that's what I'll do. And I was just sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I should tell you that you're being a fucking bitch. But I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to get in trouble. And the guy turned right to me and he goes into the same thing of Mr. McCarthy. Actually called me Mr. McCarthy like I was someone special. And he said, Mr. Benson wants to, and he goes through this whole thing. And she had, at one point, she said, no. And so, he goes through the whole thing and I looked at him and I go, no. Right. And I go, no. And I said, no, man, hey, I'm sorry. I said, if I said that, I'd be a real asshole. I said, that would be fine. Thank you for doing what you do. And she looked at me with daggers flying out of her eyes at me.
Oh, man.
Got up, stormed out. And so I will say, probably to this day, I'm sure that Courtney Cox is one of the nicest human beings there is, but she hates me. And that's okay.
Oh, man. I'm surprised her eyes even move with all that Botox.
Oh, dude. I don't think she had that much. I will tell you. Okay, never mind.
You see her now? She doesn't even look like the same person.
Dude, she didn't look like the same person then.
Yeah.
She came up to me and I didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
When I first met her, I was like, who are you? And then I realized, oh my God.
Yeah. It's crazy when you see actors and actresses in person. They don't look anything like they do on TV. Like at all. Some of them do, but not all.
The first time you saw Courtney Cox was where? When?
I saw her, we were doing a Showtime thing for Strike Force, and she just so happened to be like in the same building. I saw her passing.
Okay.
Just Botox. Botox. Yeah. Like her face didn't look like it moved. Like she didn't look the same. Didn't look the same at all. Like you see her on TV, and the other thing is, they're not dressed. There's no makeup. She had makeup.
There's no eyebrows.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
She had no eyebrows.
Yeah.
Scared the hell out of me.
Yeah. It's common. It's common. They now they just tattoo them on.
Oh, I know.
Just strange. Next one.
agree. Okay.